in chess is a Glaswegian kiss. Better watch out for that one. Pausing pain is his game. Please put your hands together for Gerry the Pacemaker Anderson! Weighing in at 75, 187 centimeters tall. Here he is entering the ring. It's the Pacemaker. Watch out you don't get a Glaswegian kiss on the way round. Hobbies are chess and boxing, what a surprise, as well as reading, cooking, and taking time out.
Oh, big crowd here.
Got a few fans in this evening. And in the black corner this evening, this fighter is known to be one of the few fighters that Matt the Crazy Arms Reed has a man crush on. The guy has got some serious abs. Put your hands together for Maarten Machine Kamerling!
Woo!
Hobbies are climbing, boxing and reading. Weighing 82 kilograms this evening, standing at 196 centimeters tall. Here he is, Maarten Machine Kamerling, entering the ring this evening. That is some serious washboard abs there. Let's hear it for our fighters. Gerry Anderson and the Machine. When you're ready, take your seat. Chess, chess,
chess, chess, chess, chess, chess, chess, chess, chess, chess, chess. Here we bloody well go, Sam Walker. I'm excited about this.
Take a deep breath, everybody. We've got the chess first, but the boxing will be right behind this. Now, Gerry is the stronger chess player on paper, but what we've seen tonight is that there's some really good chess players here. Decider rating.
Really are. And we are off. Pawn to e4 for Gerry Anderson and Maarten with the Caro Khan defense. Solid stuff. And we got the advanced variation. It could be boring. It could be exciting. What's going to happen, Sam Walker?
Oh, I tell you what, this is an opening that is meant to be solid. This is the sort of opening where you can take your time, play the structures solidly, maybe wave to some of your adoring fans. Let's see if they do that. They look pretty focused right now.
Black is likely to be playing effectively a French defense, but without his bad light squared bishop, but effectively a tempo down because he had to play c7 to c5 in 2 moves. Lovely positional stuff, but c4. I'm not the biggest fan of c4, Sam. What are your thoughts?
I don't like it. That is not the kind of move you'd play in these French defense style structures. And tell you what, we've actually got some people in tonight from France. Bit of a shout out now to Remy, Jean, and Valentin.
They're here. Imagine if they hadn't said anything. My goodness, castles. Castles now by White. And actually, White has a really, really interesting idea. At some point, he's going to move his queen's knight pawn forward 1 and do what's known as a pawn break. Hacking into that pawn on c4, and then when it's taken back by the pawn on d5, it leaves Black with a very ropey structure. But once again, pawn structures, and in particular the white squares, are really pivotal here. What's happening here with Black's position? I'm starting to feel a bit nervous, Sam.
Oh, you know what I'm like, Matt? We could talk about pawn structures for days, and I think we've got an audience who would love to hear all about that. But before then, let's look at this e-file. This is looking pretty good for Gerry.
This is looking very good for Gerry and the Pacemaker. No heart-wrenching moments for him. So far, he's got that Black has that horrible pawn on e6, which can... Black is... Oh, no.
Oh, dearie
you
me.
hate to see it. But Queen 8, can you play Queen H4 here? Inject a little bit of fun into the position, Sam.
Bit of fun, a bit of venom. Queen H4 here would threaten checkmate. Maarten's looking a little bit discombobulated by that one. He's paused for thought, looking a bit uncertain here.
This is looking decidedly dodgy for Maarten, but I think Maarten will survive the round, which means even though the chess is looking pretty bad for Black, we will see a round of boxing, ladies and gentlemen. A round of boxing, and he's done it. He's threatening checkmate.
I love it. Great chess culture here.
Checkmate. White has to see that his H-pawn is being attacked by the queen and the bishop, and if he doesn't, then it's over, Sam.
Absolutely. This is a bit like in a boxing fight where you've just had a blow to the head, and instead of going backwards, you start swinging. You start going for it. I've had a very good reaction here from Gerry, covering up his king here, just as you would your head in the boxing ring. He knows if he keeps it solid now, he should be able to mop up this chess game. A lot to go, though, still. Lots
and lots to go, but with that rook off the board, it's going to be very difficult. Castle's queenside I really like, but now White can just take that rook in the corner of the board, and he has a mammoth positional advantage. Mammoth material advantage, I should say, although possibly a bit of a positional advantage, given the pawn on e6. It's looking a little bit hopeless, so what's Black going to do to try and spice up the position?
So if I'm...
Sorry, hang on, sorry, is the queen still under threat?
Oh my gosh, yeah, why have we missed that?
Jesus Christ, what on earth is going on?
Chris, you haven't even had a Guinness this evening.
Having had the gall to refer to the incompetence of a previous position, that is the worst calamity in all of my time commentating. The queen was just hanging on the h4 square, liable to be taken at any second, and they both just left it.
And ladies and gentlemen, we're here all night to miss things just like that.
So yeah, a little bit of excitement. It's calmed down now. White is clearly winning, but actually could have been clearly a bit more winning.
Could have been very winning, indeed.
And that's the bell.
How on earth did we miss that? I think we just assumed it would just move.
I mean, it's not impossible. It was some sort of board glitch, but that's absolutely baffling. It's one of those moves that's so kind of obvious. Oh, you attack the queen, you have to move it, and then you take the rook. I didn't even bother looking, but he didn't move
I think it may have been a board glitch there. These two are strong players. I don't think they'd miss that. Do you?
I don't. At the same time, stranger things have happened in the chess boxing.
Could have been the case that he moved the queen and then it didn't appear to move, and I don't know. We can always ask them afterwards.
We can indeed, can and shall. No,
absolutely.
There's still a lot to play here. I mean, obviously, Black. The key thing is that Black is down quite a lot of material. He's a whole rook down. That bishop on e5 is really decent. Black doesn't really have much of an attack either, Sam, to compensate for it. So I think it's all going to come down to the boxing.
I think so, and I tell you what, these two are units. We've had some really good boxing so far, but these guys are looking bigger than our previous sets of fighters. Now, Dashiell and Matt were pretty big, and these guys are only a few kilos heavier, but tell you what, it's a muscle-bound kind of heaviness. There's no chest hair here.
No, absolutely, absolutely. I could definitely see a knockout happening, which, given the state of the board, it's got to be Maarten Kamerling's assertion.
Absolutely.
Maarten is the taller man. He's going to have the longer reach. He's miles down in the chess, but he's also the more experienced of the two. Yeah. So if anyone's got the wherewithal to do it, I think it's Maarten.
Yeah, and just looking at them both, Maarten looks a little bit more comfortable. I might be wrong, but he's planting his left foot forward, which shows that he knows what he should be doing. Oh, he's unloading here. He's unloading. That was a tough one for Gerry to take. Gerry should cover up here. Now, if I'm Gerry here, I'm thinking hit and move. Hit and move. You don't want to engage with this guy. He's shown his power already. Oh, he's doing well to cover up, though. He's doing well to cover up. Hitting on the inside. The referee's probably going to separate them now.
And he does. He does. Good call, Sam. Good call. So, very, very nicely done by Maarten. Absolutely what's required in this position. The long old round of boxing as well. Got 3 minutes. Gerry might have a bit of a fight on his hands.
Oh, and I tell you what, for Gerry, running into those abs of Maarten must feel like running into a brick wall. Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! This could be over very soon. Oh, Gerry's fighting back. He's hitting back. There's a lot of swinging here. Oh my goodness! I think we could have a standing count here soon.
This could be bad. This could be very bad for the Pacemaker.
Gerry doing the right thing, holding on, very sensible. He's been forced back a lot though. Well, that's really smart from Gerry there. Getting up close again, blocking the punching, getting some time to recover.
Yeah, very, very nicely and professionally done by the newcomer.
Absolutely.
Gerry sort of clinging on, both metaphorically and literally, I think, Sam.
Very smart, though, from Gerry. He's clearly got some good boxing acumen here. He knows that he's in a bit of trouble. He knows he should keep throwing punches and then just try to spoil the fight. He can't take too many of these shots, though. He's a bit marked up around the left eye, I think. Good head movement still. Grabs again. Grabs again. I think Maarten knows he's got him on the boxing here.
He does. I don't think Gerry's going to survive another round of boxing, which makes the chess super, super critical, given Gerry's enormous advantage.
I think
won't
so.
necessarily be convertible before another round of boxing. So he's got to find a way to survive.
I think you're absolutely right. Oh, that was a tough blow.
Oh,
Maarten's really going at it now. But Gerry's covering up very well. He's covering up well, having his hands high. He's also still firing back. Gerry has got a strong head on those shoulders. Goodness me, he's taking some punishment here. Oh. I think he actually tripped there. I don't think that's a knockdown. I don't think that was a knockdown.
I think he's surviving, but I think by the skin of his teeth.
Absolutely.
I think another big blow by Maarten could be devastating, but the clock is really ticking down. Gerry must be desperate for the bell now.
Absolutely. He should be holding on here. He should be spoiling, and he should be taking it to the chest. It's been a long round, this one, for Gerry. He's still swinging. Goodness me, this is a Scotsman with courage.
And that's the bell.
Wowzer.
That is the bell. I think probably the most one-sided round we've had all night, Sam.
I think that's true. I think that's true. I tell you what, I don't know how Gerry withstood some of those blows. I think that was a case of bite down on your gum shield, do what you can, try to spoil, and give yourself a chance in the chess.
I guess speaking of chances in the chess, it's looking a bit grim for Maarten Kamerling, isn't it?
It absolutely is, but you know, what has that boxing done to Gerry's head there? He might be feeling a little bit scrambled.
Are we going to see Queen H3, Knight H6, and a befuddled Gerry Anderson get mated on F2? I mean, to be fair, the Queen's still covering F2. He's probably got a bit of resistance there. If I'm white, I'm going to play Queen A4 on the basis that it's the best route to a mate.
Absolutely, absolutely. It's a really devastating attack. Can you see it, though, when you're really tired from this intense boxing? Now, if I'm Maarten here, I'm running my king to the other side of the board. I'm going to be in trouble if I stay on the queen side. I'd be running king D7 to E8 to F8. I would be running to my queen, asking her, please protect me. I can win this on the boxing, dear. I can do this.
I think that's a wonderful plan, and to be honest, I can't think of much better. I suppose F4 and F5 is probably going to be a bit challenging in that position, but maybe you hold on.
I think so.
Maybe you hold on for a round.
It's time for Maarten to hold on.
Chess.
Goodness me.
Ladies and gentlemen, what a round of boxing. Maarten Kamerling with the black pieces had an absolutely riotous performance in the boxing, but he is so far behind in the chess. Sam, you have a delightfully cowardly idea for black now.
Absolutely. If I'm black here, if I'm Maarten, I'm thinking I need to run my king to the other side of the board. I need to run away. I need to spoil. I need to give myself another round in the boxing, because I think it's pretty clear that Maarten's got the edge there. I tell you what, I rather felt that was a boxing round that Gerry did incredibly well to get through. He covered up well, he spoiled well, but you can't have seen that round any other way, can you?
No, absolutely right. And now white has the idea of playing something like queen to A4, to A5, and trying to mate on C7. If you play rook D7, then the queen can come into B6 and creep in. Oh, he's played queen A4. White is desperate to avoid another round of boxing. I think if black can survive this, I think he might win in the boxing. So Gerry desperately needs to make his tactical and positional advantage count.
I think you're absolutely right. I think if you're white here, you really want to play knight takes C4 next. You want to take that pawn with your knight and you want to go for a checkmating attack. In the same way that Maarten was looking to finish Gerry off in the boxing, Gerry is now trying to get him.
Maarten's in the tank. Is he stalling? I'd be tempted to, Sam. He's not got much of a hope in the chess, but in the boxing, he is dominant. He's played a move. He's played a move. What's he play? Bishop to f6. Really nice idea.
Yeah,
Swapping off the bishops makes it a bit easy. Oh, bishop takes. I'm not the biggest fan of that for a couple of reasons. Firstly, after knight takes f6, black can make a checkmating threat with knight to g4, and Gerry, with his head full of bruises, could plausibly miss it. That's one thing. Also, that bishop was a really nice attacking piece, and now Gerry's chances of winning in this round of chess is getting slimmer and slimmer.
I think you're absolutely right. I think exchanging off those dark squared bishops is a bit like giving your opponent a 30-second break in the boxing there. You're letting black have a chance to spoil, to survive. I'd be feeling quite good now if I was Maarten here. I'd be thinking to myself, maybe I could even start to attack by launching my knight to g4 and going for a cheeky checkmate.
Yeah, black can play knight to g4 here with a checkmate in 2 threat. You'd love to see it. Maarten, who's been so down on the chess for so long, turning the tide really dramatically. But is he going to play it? Is he going to play knight to g4 here? This is a really critical moment.
So I know that the fighters can't hear us here, but I think this is the moment.
He has!
Oh,
He's
my
done
goodness
it.
me.
Oh.
Oh, great response from Gerry. Now, if I was a fan of Gerry Anderson, I'd be cheering.
Queen d3 here. What happens if you play queen d3 here, Sam Walker?
Or queen where?
Queen d2. Queen d2, sorry.
Queen d2. Geometry's hard, isn't it? Queen d2. So queen d2 is a deadly move. I'd then be looking at rook f1, and then it's white who's on the defensive.
Absolutely. I guess queen c2 is possible, but when the queens come off, there's no way you win in the next round of chess, and then Maarten gets another shot at Gerry's head.
Oh, goodness me, goodness me. But, you know, both fighters taking their time here. They look like they could maybe be comfortable with another round of boxing. Now, I wouldn't recommend it for Gerry, if I'm being honest.
Gerry's sweat literally dripping over the first rank. It is such a tense moment for him.
Me.
I think queen d2 has been played. Maarten has handled this absolutely beautifully.
Yeah.
Still objectively lost, but he's causing so many traps. And Gerry, again, having been bruised and battered and thrown around the ring, really has to find a way to hold on in this tiny, tiny move. Oh, okay. Rook to f1.
I'll tell you what,
rook to f1 is a good move here.
Rook to f1 is a good move, and he is still a whole rook up. So he is completely winning in this chess position. But can he do it in time?
And that's the bell. And that's the bell. So I think rook f8. I think rook f8 next.
Yeah.
If Gerry survives, the round. But even if he does, Maarten still has just enough in the position. And actually, white's extra rook is not really counting.
No, it's not doing much right now, is it? No, I mean, I'd almost be thinking if I'm Maarten here, I'd be thinking about rook to f8 to f3. So rook takes g3. See if I get a checkmate.
Yeah. I genuinely think Gerry's got far more problems on the chessboard than he could have possibly envisaged going into this.
Absolutely. I'll tell you what, this boxing round is going to be absolutely crucial. I think it ends in this boxing round or it ends the next chess round.
I think you're right, but actually, there's still a tiny chance it ends in the next chess round.
Oh, there is.
And Maarten is the victor.
Yes, I think you're totally right. Totally right.
But again, given the clock situation, I think if Maarten doesn't win the next chess round, it's not going to go to yet another round of boxing. This is the final round of boxing regardless. I think we can say that with total certainty.
I think that's a very good point. And I think the referee Ronaldo here is going to be looking quite closely in this fight to see what's going on. Maarten taking his time. Gerry very much on the defensive. He knows what he's to do. This is, wow. Wait, he's firing back. He's firing back. Gerry claiming that Maarten's hit him on the back of the head, and the referee has a word. Quick apology there from Maarten, and I think if you're Maarten here, you're thinking, well, my opponent's spoiling. Sorry, I didn't mean to hit you in the back of the head, but you're not boxing me.
I think it's entirely fair all round, isn't it? Maybe we're doing Gerry a disservice, but actually the early flourishes have suggested that Maarten's very much in control.
Yeah. He's looking really good. Excellent footwork, in and out, keeping Gerry on his toes. I think Gerry's lost a bit of power as well. And Maarten is coming and coming and coming.
Yeah, this is looking
the corner's thrown in the towel.
Done.
I think...
it's over!
Yeah, the corner's thrown in the towel. I think that's the right decision, if I'm being honest. Absolutely courageous from Gerry, but I think his trainer did him a favour there. Yeah, Maarten was extremely good in there.
Yeah, Maarten looks a class above in the boxing, doesn't he?
Very much.
And actually, the weaker chess player, but he really equipped himself well. That last round, he could have easily gone down. He played bishop f6, which was the right positional idea. And
Yeah.
Gerry, had he played bishop back to f4, I think he might have mustered just about enough to win that in that round and not have to go to another round of boxing.
I think so. I really think we need to give some credit to Gerry's trainer there. You often get a lot of criticism when you pull a fighter out of the ring. They never want to go because they're here to fight. They really want to go at it. But it was a really smart move.
I think both fighters can be hugely proud of themselves.
Well done.
Maarten with his second ever professional win on his 5th fight. Gerry having acquitted himself phenomenally well in his first ever chess boxing fight. I hope he'll be back because he did a bloody good job on the board.